Okay, well, this will be episode 2 of Cole and the Aspie. Thanks for joining me. And I asked for a bunch of suggestions for episodes, and one suggestion was what causes outbursts, what causes fits, what causes temper tantrums, whatever you want to call it. Every single person with Asperger's syndrome or autism has them at one point or another, some more severe than others. Now, before I get into it, all these stories are from my perspective. There's only so much I can speak for other people. And why do I have this? Okay, so before we get into it, I want to play a recording that I made of me having an outburst. Now, I try my best to keep them under control, okay? There's different ways of doing it, but right now it's just about what causes them in general. Okay, now, if need be, I can encourage one. I don't want to. I don't like to doing it, and it's not really the real thing. Okay, they're forced. Like anything forced, it's not genuine. So, this is one I encouraged it on my way home, and I recorded it. I dropped multiple F-bombs. I am not going to censor it. One, because I just don't want to. I think you should hear an actual outburst, at least a little snippet of it. And two, they don't have the programming to bleep things out right now. So, and yeah, the audio quality is quite crap.
Why is it that you don't seem to hear what I say, huh? I say something and you hear something completely fucking different. I say, I don't want that. Oh, no, come on, leave it in. No, fuck you. You don't want the goddamn radio.
So yeah, that's enough of that right there. That ties back into something that happened a long time ago. My brother, he's a real gearhead. He knows how to work on cars a lot. Okay, cool. That's his thing. Well, I drive a 1988 Honda Accord, and I had an old cassette tape player for my radio. He wanted to put in this nice CD player. I didn't want it, but he kept egging me on it. Like, I don't want it. You know, it's kind of like guys say, oh, you know, when a girl says no, she really means yes. No, when a girl says no, she means no. Okay? When anybody says no, they mean no. But for some reason, when I say no, oh no, let's just encourage them a little bit more. Let's just push the subject a little bit more. No. So yeah, not listening when I say something. And there's other examples of that too. I'll ask my father for help on my car. Hey Dad, can you help me on my car? Okay, yeah, sure. He agrees. Okay, cool. Week, 2 weeks goes by. Hey Dad, can you help me on my car? My car's doing something weird. Can you help me on it? Oh yeah, sure. Another 2 weeks goes by. Dad, can you help me on my car? Yeah, sure. Dad, can you help me on my car? Dad, why won't you effing help me on my goddamn car? Hey, what am I to do? Drop everything and help you? Well, no, but when I asked for help back 3-4 months ago, maybe you could, I don't know, make the time to help me? So yeah, not being listened to. If I say something and I get completely ignored, I'm going to figure, hey, I'm being ignored. Well, what should I do? You know, asking politely for help didn't help. Asking politely for help didn't work, so I'm going to get louder. I'm going to get pissed right the F off. And hey, why won't you effing help me, you son of a bleep, 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 bleep? Is it appropriate to do that? No, but hey, you know what? It's not appropriate for you to ignore me when I say something. Because you know what? If I were to ignore you, okay, maybe not you in particular, but in my experience interacting with people, if somebody tells me to do something, I ignore them, they real quickly tell me, hey, what the F's your problem? Why won't you do what I just told you? Why won't you do what I just asked you? And I can't necessarily say, well, when I asked you to do such the other day, you ignored me, because that'd be immature. That comes back to the socially awkward, okay? Socially, oh, you're supposed to just sit there quietly and ignore them. Oh, no. Let yourself be ignored. Let yourself be ignored. Why? Why should I sit there quietly and be ignored when I'm hurting in one way or another, or I'm being treated one way or another? Shouldn't I be allowed to say something and be listened to? So yeah, feeling of being ignored. The other thing that's going to set me off is, perfect example. I've said before in my last video, I'm a rent-a-cop. I work a truck gate. I log trucks in and out all day. Well, sometimes drivers will come in and they're in big diesel engine trucks. These things are loud. And this is one I like, okay? Hey, sir, you need to do such and such and such and such in the yard. Follow these rules. What? You need to follow these rules. What? You need to follow these rules. Hey, don't yell at me. What am I supposed to do? Keep talking in a calm, quiet tone, and you don't hear me? Repeat myself over and over for the next 20, 30 minutes until you finally do hear me? For some reason, they don't want to turn the trucks off. I don't know what it is. They have their reasons. Okay. I didn't get upset that time, though. I just told the guy straight up, sir, if you would hear me the first time around, I wouldn't have to raise my voice. And I said that yelling at him. Okay. And, oh, yeah, huh. I didn't hear you, huh. Driver comes in, and part of my paperwork, I have to ask them what store they're going to next. Hey, sir, what store are you going to? Blah, 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 blah. I can't hear you, sir. What store are you going to? Blah, 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 blah. That's what I heard, okay? Now, I know what it is, okay? They're up there in the truck. I'm talking to them at a normal voice. They can hear me fine. But you know what? I got a big 10-cylinder diesel engine with pistons about that big around next to my ear. Right about here. I can't hear you. You need to speak up. Yell at me. Sir, I can't hear you. You need to raise your voice. Hey, don't yell at me. You need to calm down. Sir, I am calm. I can't hear you. And I'm looking up at the guy now, in case you didn't catch that. So, I get the information I need. He drives off. Now, 5 minutes later, he's on the other side of the driveway complaining about me to the dispatch guy, to his boss, basically. And I walk over, and I'm trying to get some other information, and I understand, well, that guard's a real a-hole, blah, 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 blah. Sir, I wasn't trying to be rude. I'm not meaning to be rude. I couldn't hear you. No, you're being an a-hole. You're being an a-hole. Sir, no, I'm not. And if you would have paid attention to me, you'd see me slowly getting more and more upset. Sir, no, I'm not. Sir, no, I'm not. Sir, no, I wasn't being rude. If you'd raise your GD voice... And I walked off. Well, in the process of walking off, I took the clipboard and snapped it over my head, and I went over and I kicked the crap out of my desk, and I just threw a friggin' fit cussing and swearing like a madman. And that's actually part of why I didn't get fired, because I walked away and threw a fit. I didn't yell directly at the guy. And I told as many managers as I could that, several people came out and talked to me. I was like, if the guy would raise his voice, I wouldn't have raised my voice back at him. He needs to understand I couldn't hear him. And everyone around was like, you know what? Maybe the guy should have raised his voice. But you know what, Coldwin? Shouldn't have got all pissed off. I'll be the first to admit I shouldn't have gotten pissed off. But the blame is not 100% on me. So yeah, the guy accused me of being rude when I wasn't. And I tried to explain to him that I wasn't being rude, but oh no. No, he knows what I'm thinking. He can read minds. My manager. One day, I apparently rolled my eyes at her. When something frustrates or confuses me or I don't understand it, my eyes will kind of flutter. I can't really reenact it very well. But if you know me, you know the look. Heck, you've probably seen the look from people that you know who have Asperger's syndrome. And she immediately took offense. You'd have to get so upset about it. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't say anything. I rolled my eyes. And you have to get so upset about it. Like, what are you talking about? You rolled your eyes at me. You shouldn't do that. That's disrespectful. I'm like, I didn't roll my eyes. Yeah, you did. No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. she got in her car, she drove back around and began to chew me out for something I didn't do. I'm like, I didn't do that. You know what? I'm not going to talk to you like this, ma'am, because I'm going to get upset. And I tried to walk away. I did. And she was horribly offended. Now, okay, growing up, I was always raised, talk calmly, be polite. If somebody does something you don't like, calmly tell them, hey, don't do that. Why would it have been so difficult for her to say, hey, Coleman, what was that about? Why did you roll your eyes at me? I rolled my eyes? I didn't mean to. When something confuses me or bugs me, I guess I kind of flutter my eyes a bit. It wasn't meant as an eye roll. Because you know what? Sometimes people have weird quirks that aren't meant to be offensive. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. I hate that phrasing. I use it all the damn time. Let's make that a drinking game, huh? So yeah. Not listening to me, accusing me of behaviors I'm not doing. Things that don't make sense. That can be people behaviors, technology behaviors, animal behaviors. Actually, let me back up for a second, okay? The ratcheting anger from being treated a certain way. Back when I was in high school, I was bullied. Back when I was in middle school, I was bullied. Elementary school, I was bullied to the point that I wanted to kill myself. I kept telling my parents, hey, kids won't leave me alone. I kept telling teachers, other kids won't leave me alone. They won't let me do my work. Why won't you do your schoolwork? Because I got this guy over here harassing me all the time about my boots, about my hat, about my whatever. And he is stressing me out to the point that I can't focus. I can't do my studies because they won't leave me alone to do my studies. They got to the point where like, you know what? Screw this. Nobody will help me. Name call. You're stupid. They start cracking heads. What am I supposed to do? Nobody will help me, right? You can't do that. You can't do that. I told teachers straight to their face. Well, you know what? You fix the problems. I don't got to fix them myself. Oh, no, you can't do that. Social awkwardness. I am not going to play by society's rules because you know what? What does society give us? Crap. Another subject for another time. So, yeah. This is an example of technology not working and acting weird. I recently upgraded from this. This is a Samsung Comeback. I love this style of phone because it flips open like a little computer. You have keys. Oh my god. You have buttons. This thing started crapping out on me. This is the second one I've had. The other one completely died on me. Well, my dad offered me this beauty. It's an HTC Android. And you know what? For the most part, I like this phone. It does a lot of cool things. But you know what? When I'm scrolling through Facebook and all of a sudden it decides I'll stop and I'll be reading something. Oh, no, you need to be at the top of the page. Oh, no, you need to be at the top of the page. Why does it keep resetting on me? I asked the guy I'll ask the guy at the T-Mobile store. Oh, no, that's just the way it is. F that noise, that's not the way it is. Because you know what? On this thing, I can put my Facebook page on one spot. I can sit there reading it for 10, 20 minutes. It don't reset the page. It don't bounce me all over the GD place. I get upset to the point that I want to snap this thing in half. Son of a bitch, why won't you work proper? See, if it's doing it right now, that's because I'm touching the screen and doing things with it. Okay, fine. I can't replace this phone. This phone's going to be easily $100 to replace, plus all the potential lost data. But, see, that's technology misbehaving. And yes, it's misbehaving. It's not doing what it should be doing. That I can kind of excuse, because even though it seems like it has a mind of its own, even though it seems like it's doing it on purpose to offend me, okay. It's when people do awkward, weird things that don't make any sense that can really frustrate the crap out of me. Hypocrisy. Blatant, unadulterated hypocrisy. One rule for me, another rule for you, because I said so. That really infuriates the piss out of me. But the smaller things that frustrate me is trucker will come in, and at one point during my shift, it's my responsibility to pass out the paperwork. It's part of my job. Alright, cool. Driver comes into my guard shack. Hey, what store are you going to? Store blank. Okay, cool. I go to the paperwork. There you go. Put it on the table. I don't say anything because you know what? This guy's been here 10, 15, 20 times before. He knows. He knows he's supposed to sign the paperwork, but he'll stand there. And he waits for me to say, there's your paperwork. Oh, okay. He's just filling it out. Why? You know you're supposed to sign the paperwork. I should be able to put the paperwork in front of you and you start filling it out. Why are you waiting for my permission? That frustrates me. The guy walks out, I'm like, what was that about? What the? So, yeah. Those are the three things that are actually kind of all pretty similar to each other that will set me off and get me upset. The fourth thing is actually what gets me upset when I'm driving around. This is what would cause an outburst that I recorded. The hell was that? Oh, that was my chair squeaking, not the phone. Is I will remember something. I will dwell on something. And the fixation factor, that's potentially another story. But something I do, and from my understanding is a lot of people with Asperger's syndrome and autism will do this. They fixate on things. We fixate on things. We keep running it over and over and over and over. We don't let things go. Why? You know what? It emotionally hurts me. It frustrates me. It upsets me. I need to work it out. So when I sit down with a family member and I start trying to work this out, I am told, just let it go. F you, you let it go. You know, somebody has harmed me and I'm not allowed to express myself. So I'll be driving home from work and I'll start thinking about something, and I'll find myself cussing and swearing and screaming at the top, like, it's 3 in the morning. I have roommates. I don't want to wake them up, so I'm not going to reenact the screaming and yelling. And after about a good half hour, 45 minutes of it, though, I calm back down, and I feel like crap afterwards. I really do, because like, I don't like being angry. I don't like being mad. It's actually social norms, social awkwardness. Why should I have to follow society's rules when society keeps changing the rules? And it does. It does. You know, why should somebody be allowed to tell me off and I can't calmly tell them, hey, you've done something I don't like? And I've completely lost my train of thought right there. Bloody hell. You know what? Let me go and pause this video for right now and see if I can remember where I was going with it. Okay, let's try and continue with this, huh? I want to backtrack a little bit. I said, why should I follow society's rules? Okay, that makes it sound like it's a choice for me. It's not, okay? When you think logically about it, it does seem like it's a choice. It does seem a little hypocritical. But it really isn't, because to me, the way I see life, the way I relate to life, society in itself doesn't make sense. You know, I was raised, fairness is the way to go, you treat people a certain way. But then I get out into real life and nobody treats people politely. Everybody demands politeness and respect to them. But nobody easily gives politeness and respect. It does not compute. It doesn't make sense, you know. why am I expected to behave one way, but everyone else isn't? There's a certain part of the brain, the reptilian part of the brain. The reason why it's called that is because it's very similar to another part. There's a part in the human brain that's very similar to a part in the reptilian brain that controls what's known as the flight or fight response. Should I run away or should I stand my ground and fight? And in my case, if you know me, you'll realize I have never, ever started a fight. It may seem like that, but it's, so and so did something to really piss me off and really upset me, and I'm going to finally confront them on it. That's not starting a fight. That's me wanting to get answers. That's me wanting to put it to bed, but they won't. They won't discuss it. Let's put that one aside for right now, okay? I do something awkward, and somebody accuses me of being rude. I wasn't rude. I'm not starting the fight. Okay, I'm just not going to back down and admit to doing something that I wasn't doing. So you know what? Oh, Colin, you did such and such, and that was rude. No, it wasn't. I wasn't doing anything at all. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. See, now, because I'm not kowtowing, okay, I'm sorry, since I'm not backing down, since I'm not admitting fault when I wasn't at fault, I'm apparently starting the fight. No, you know what? You're the one that started the fight. If you'd approached me calmly about it, I wouldn't have to get defensive. And that was actually something that my post commander did. She accused me of misbehaving, of doing something rude, and I went to defend myself, and she wrote in the report, "Don't get so defensive." How about you not get so aggressive? So yeah, that kind of... The rambling has ended, I think. Do me a favor. Down below, comments, questions, of course, as always appreciated. But I'm trying to figure out a type of logo for this YouTube page. If y'all have any ideas, let me know. You should make a logo that looks like such and such, or this, or that. Let me know. Give me some ideas. This isn't a contest or anything. You're not going to win a prize for me picking your particular idea. Heck, maybe you will. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a prize. I don't know. But for sake of this, I want some ideas to make a logo for this YouTube page. So yeah, it's been Cole and the Aspie with what sets off a fit, an anger response, whatever word you want to use for somebody with Asperger's syndrome, and thank you for